This is 5 things that I love about the new Insta360 1-inch 360 camera. Hey, if you don't know me, my name's Jake and I create content here to help solo creators on the go. So I test and review cameras, drones, lenses here at Alaska, and I give you tips and tutorials on how to use them. If that's something that interests you, consider subscribing. Today I'm telling you 5 things that I really like about the new 360 camera that has 1-inch sensors from Insta360. Now, Insta360 did send me this camera, but they're not paying for this review. They didn't get any input into this video, and they don't get to see this video before it's launched. I love the audio input. The fact that I can get good, clean audio on this, no matter what I'm doing or where I'm doing, because I can use a little wireless mic, like the DJI wireless system or the Rode Wireless Go, makes this a fantastic camera for being able to get just shots that are weird, random, sort of odd shots. I've got to get going home because I know it doesn't look late, but this is Alaska. It's the dead of summer. Like literally, yesterday was the longest day of the year. So that sun is not going to go down for a while, and I have an early morning tomorrow to go do some stuff. So see if I can remember how to get off this rock before the tide comes in. The number 4 thing I really like about this is the 1-inch sensors. Not only are they substantially better in low light, because obviously 1-inch sensor, you get a lot better low light, as you can see here, but I also like the fact that now we have full 6K up to 30 frames a second recording on here, which means anytime you do an export out, you actually get much better quality video coming out of this camera. But they've also given us the ability to turn the sharpness down. I like turning the sharpness down to medium because anything higher than that just looks a little too fake and a little too digital. But the fact that we can now turn the sharpness down and get full 6K recording in 360 is fantastic. The third thing I like about this camera and this whole system really is how easy Insta360 makes it to control the camera, either via the camera itself with the touchscreen, which is really great and responsive, but also through the app on my phone. It connects really fast, and it basically gives you access and control to everything you need to over the camera, and gives you a nice live preview so you can see what's going on and get an idea of what's going on in 360 degrees. So you can also decide to reframe later in post. But not only that, you can watch the footage you shoot back in your app and reframe it live as you're watching it, which is really cool. It mimics your phone movement, so you can look around and then export that video out and obviously share it to social media or wherever you want to share. But not only that, you get better export quality out of the Studio app, which gives you a lot of really powerful tools to export really high quality exports out of the camera and out of the footage you shoot. So as a general rule, I control the camera with the app, and then I export everything out using the desktop app on the Studio. The other thing I absolutely love about this camera is being able to capture behind the scenes shots without worrying about framing anything. I can literally just set this thing up, press record, and capture everything around it, so that as I'm in a location like this, taking photos, doing video work or whatever, I can capture great behind the scenes footage of what I'm doing, and then couple that with the audio in, get good clean audio as I'm talking through the process of what I'm doing or making a tutorial or whatever it is. This camera has been absolutely fantastic for that. My absolute favorite thing about this camera is being able to capture impossible shots. Take, for example, this. There is absolutely no way possible for me to mount a camera that far out normally and capture a shot looking back at the entire helicopter and show the entire thing in the shot. So being able to capture impossible shots with a 360 camera and then reframe and show later in post however I want to show it makes this thing an absolutely fantastic tool if you're doing things like this. Now, there is no perfect camera, but there really is only one thing that I don't like about this camera, and that's the fact that it's not waterproof. Insta360 says that it is splash proof or moisture resistant. You have to make sure the side door's on so you can't do audio input and stuff like that, but it's definitely not waterproof like the One X2 is. And that might be a deal breaker for some of you. Occasionally it would be for me. So far though, this camera has been great, fantastic to work with. Insta360 has made a big upgrade with this camera, putting in two 1-inch sensors. Not only did we get the resolution increase, you get a massive increase in performance in low light, but just overall, the quality of the footage and the quality of the video coming out of this camera has improved significantly. Yes, there's issues like every 360 camera, you can have stitch lines if you're too close, and there's, you know, some other small issues here or there, but overall I've really enjoyed using this camera, and it has been a great tool for capturing behind the scenes stuff, impossible shots with any other camera. And I mean, when you have places like this to shoot, why would you not want to use every tool in your box that you can possibly use in order to capture great footage?
And if you want to see how other action cameras stack up to each other or other action cameras that I've reviewed, click or tap right there. I'll see you in one of those videos as always. If you have questions, ask me in the comments below or join my live stream, which happens Wednesday nights at 4 p.m. Alaska time, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you again soon in the next video. Cheers.